Hey friends, Dubmaster Kahn here. I know it's been a while since I've done a tutorial like this. This one's going to be on the vocals of the big ship rhythm. Thank you so much, Lyndon John X, for doing the vocals on this, and also for doing the vocals on the Rootsmakers Summer Lovers EP. If you guys haven't heard that yet, please go check it out. Go stream it. I'm working on the dubs right now, and we're going to be releasing the Dubbers EP, and then we're going to take all 8 tracks, the 4 vocals and the 4 dubs, and we're going to put it on vinyl. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, it's been months since I've done a video, and I forgot where we were with this. I've been learning the drums and stuff. I promised you guys though that I would drop the vocal tutorial on this. So it's gonna be short and sweet, but I just wanna first and foremost listen to this song. Okay, so you guys get the idea. Super awesome vocal. So let's dive into this. Let's just listen to the acapella in the chorus.
Ready 'cause you're sailing, big ship sailing on the ocean. We don't need no commotion. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Get ready 'cause you're moving. Big ship sailing on the ocean.
Okay, so that's fully processed with reverb and delay. I'm using my Space Echo for the echo or the delay because I have it and I might as well use it. It sounds awesome. It's kind of like a slap back delay. It has a few, regenerations. And then the reverb that I'm using is the Rack Mount Bright preset by Logic. It's just a spring reverb that comes with Logic, and it sounds good. I mean, it doesn't sound super realistic like Audio Thing Springs, but I just like the bright tonality of it. It's kind of like in between a plate and a reverb, or a plate and a spring reverb. So yeah, let's listen to just the lead vocal here with no plugins or no processing.
What are you doing, Mr. Man? Sit down, hold on tight, get ready 'cause you're sailing.
So this is completely
Big
raw.
ship sailing on the ocean.
It's how he recorded it and sent
it. Big ship sailing on the ocean.
So it sounds good, but what I'm hearing is there's maybe a little bit too much low end. So what I've done here with this EQ is it looks like I was trying a couple of different spots of where to cut. Let's just
get ready 'cause you're moving.
Okay, so let's just loop a section of the vocal so that we can kind of turn the plugins on and off. So here's with it off.
Get ready 'cause you're moving.
And on.
Get ready 'cause you're moving. Get ready 'cause you're moving.
So that kind of cut some of the low end, but I know I brought it back later on my bus processing from the virtual tape machine, as well as this Neve plugin that I got. But what I heard is in this, you can see here, this is the fundamental at like 2 to 300. That's kind of the fundamental of his voice. But then there's this upper, like, it's just straight mids, like low mids to mids, 400, 500 hertz. There's this like boxiness. I'll do the opposite and boost it so you can hear it.
Get ready, cause you're moving. Get ready, cause you're moving.
You hear that kind
Get
of
ready, cause you're moving.
boxiness.
Get ready, cause you're moving.
Now it's gone.
Get ready, cause you're moving.
So here's off.
Get ready, cause you're moving.
There's just a little bit too much like lows, so I cut it. It's a little bit drastic to what I normally was doing, but there's almost like a distortion down there that's going on, and I don't know if it was from like the signal chain or whatever, but I'm kind of cutting those subharmonic frequencies, all the subs, and then I'm going to kind of add them back in with the tape machine later. Hope that makes sense. And then I added a compressor. So I didn't do a ton to this vocal because it sounded good just straight from his recording. He knows, he has good mic technique. He's using a Rode NT1, I believe, which is a decent mic. It's flat, you know what I mean? And it has the same frequency response almost as the U87 that I'm using right now. But here's the compressor.
Get ready, cause you're moving.
So it's adding a lot of like breath and life. So I'll turn it on and off. So off.
Get ready, cause you're moving.
And on.
Get ready, cause you're moving. Get ready, cause you're moving. Get ready, cause you're moving.
And on.
Get ready, cause you're moving.
So it's pulling parts of what he's saying, like the quieter stuff, forward a little bit. And it's the release time that's kind of slow and musical with this LA2A plugin. It's FG2A by Slate. I remember this came out right when I was doing these vocals, and so it was the first time I ever tried it. It's a good plugin. I like the tone of it too. It's kind of like, it adds a little bit of harmonic distortion, and it kind of has like a creaminess to it. Anyway, so that's all I did, but I also have some bus processing here. I have some small tweaks, like cutting out some sub lows here, and then a little bit of boxy frequencies, and that's really it. And I only did that once I had the lead vocal and then the harmonies also in there to kind of, shape it in so it'd sit a little bit into the rhythm. But those are pretty small moves. And then I have this Neve channel strip, which has a gate, it's like an expander. I'm using it, I think, as an expander. But, I'm adding some of the low end back at 120 hertz a little bit. I'm cutting a tiny bit at 8.7K, and I'm cutting a little bit of treble. This particular plugin, it slightly rolls off the very air frequencies when you have it set normal like this. It's a modern Neve console versus the Lindell, which you'll see later on. So, and then the last one on the chain, the vocal bus, as it were, is the tape machine, the virtual tape machine. And there's something about this plugin that, how I cut the lows on the vocal earlier, it kind of takes those frequencies and it just blooms the bottom end out. And it's a bit of compression almost, but it's like saturation, and it just blooms the low end. It's the tape machines had a lot of low end content. It just added lows. So what I always have to do on this plugin is I have to cut the low frequencies a little bit so that, it's kind of, the bias isn't like super low end heavy. It's, it's more flat. But let's listen to the lead vocal with and without these three plugins. I mean, the EQ is so minimal, but let's hear.
Get ready, cause you're moving.
With the Neve.
Get ready, cause you're moving. Get ready, cause you're moving.
And off.
Get ready, cause you're moving. Get ready,
so
cause
this brings
you're moving.
a little bit of that back.
And
it also is compressing like 1 dB. And that's just like a smoothing compressor to kind of glue the harmonies in. We'll listen to the harmonies in a minute. But like, I want you to hear what this tape machine does.
Get ready, cause you're moving. Get ready, cause you're moving.
So just
get ready, cause you're moving.
And it blooms it out.
Get ready, cause you're moving.
Off.
Get ready, cause you're moving.
And on.
Get ready, cause you're moving.
So it seems like it seems to have more depth to the sound. When he's singing, it seems a little bit closer than when it's off, and it seems to kind of have this little bit of breath to it. It's almost like a compression from the tape. Anyways, let's add the harmonies.
Get ready, cause you're
I'm gonna have to find a new spot here.
Get ready, cause you're moving. Big ship sailing on the ocean.
Here, I'll turn off the reverb.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
So
big ships.
all I did on the backgrounds, they have the same settings. Two things. I took out pretty much all the low, mids, and down, because the lead vocal has that spot. And these are wide, and I didn't want them to have too much low end content. So that was the first thing, a big cut and a slight boost at 3K, but it's not really a boost if you're cutting that much. And then I added the Lindell, which this is the other Neve plugin that I love. It emulates a Neve 80 console from the 80s. And all I'm really doing here is just a little bit of boost back in the 220 because I cut a little too much. And then I'm taking out 7.2K and a little bit of treble. So it's just kind of making it so it sits in the background, behind, like if here's the lead vocal, they sit a little bit back behind. So let's listen to those with and without those two plugins.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
So now without.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
And with.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
So when I turn those two plugins off, it seems like the background vocals and the lead vocal kind of clash in the low end. Listen.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
With them on.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
It lets the lead take the middle, and it kind of pushes, by cutting the 300 hertz and down, it doesn't give it the middle spot. It more pushes them back into the sides a little bit, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much it. Let's talk about the reverb.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
So it lasts a long time. It lasts 2 seconds. I think it's actually longer than that. It sounds like 3 seconds to me, but
big ship.
Yeah, it's longer than a second and a half. It says it's a second and a half, but I think it's longer. Anyways, yeah, it's just a nice kind of dreamy long delay. It's an 80s sounding reverb, not delay. And then the delay, we can turn that on.
Big ship sailing on the ocean. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Get ready, cause you're moving. Big ship sailing on the ocean. Get ready, cause you're moving.
So let's listen to it
on the ocean.
without the mix process, like the bus processing.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
And then
get ready, cause you're moving. Big ship sailing on the ocean.
So let's listen just to the chorus here. Without.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
And with.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
So yeah, they're more cohesive. It's probably easier to hear without all the reverb and delay, but here, let's see.
Big ship sailing on the ocean.
Without.
Big ship sailing on the ocean. Big ship sailing on the ocean.
Yeah, so they're a bit more of a cohesive unit, if that makes sense, with this tape plugin. But yeah, like I said, you always have to turn the bass down a little bit, usually from 1 to 2 dBs on this virtual tape machines. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The delay, I guess we can talk about.
Whoa, boy.
So it's kind of like a slap. I'll turn it up.
On the ocean. Whoa,
so it regenerates like 3-4 times. Hold on, this is like an instrumental part.
There's a time when the sea gets rough.
Yeah, so
the wind is blowing
when I turn it down,
fishes keep moving. What are you doing, Mr. Man? Sit down, hold on tight, get ready,
just to fill the spots
sailing.
when he's not singing,
Big ship sailing on the ocean. We don't need no commotion.
And in the
Big
mix,
ships sailing on the ocean. Get ready cause you're moving. Big ships sailing on the ocean.
now you can't hear it as much, so I'll turn it back up where it was.
Big ships sailing on the ocean. Whoa,
And then this is the reverb send, right?
say when I'm ready, you must hold on steady. We're moving off at lightning speed.
And I can make it
Take
feedback.
a seat and just wait till I'm ready. I'm coming, I'm coming. Hold on.
That's a feedback loop for those of you who don't know. All I'm doing is I'm sending the delay back to the delay, and then it regenerates back and forth and back and forth. But for this one, I did set it so that it wasn't feeding back on its own, and the intensity was turned up here just so that it was like the right amount of, feedback loop, or I guess regenerations of the delay. Anyways, that's pretty much it. It's short and sweet, but thank you so much for stopping by. I hope to be doing more tutorials. I want to do some stuff on drums here pretty soon. And thank you so much for your support. I hit 10,000 subscribers not too long ago, and it's because of you, so I really appreciate it. And if it wasn't because of you, because you haven't subscribed yet, please do it. And if you like reggae, and who doesn't like roots reggae, then subscribe, like the video, hit the bell, all of those YouTube things that I'm supposed to say, whatever. Have a good one. Peace.